Hello. Today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite musicians of all time, or songwriters of all times. Stephen Foster wrote some of the most recognizable songs in the American songbook. He's actually known as the father of American music. He was born July 4th, 1826, and died at 37 years old on January 13th, 1864. You probably know more music of his than you realize. This first one is one of my favorite songs. See if you recognize it. Oh, Susanna, sing along with me if you know it. For I come from Alabama with the banjo on my knee. Going to Louisiana, there my true love for to see. Rained all night the day I left, weather it was dry. Sun so hot I froze to death, Susanna, don't you cry. Oh, Susanna, now don't you cry for me. Come from Alabama with the banjo on my knee. Awkward. Page change. Now I had a dream the other night, and everything was still. When I saw Susanna, she was coming on down that hill. But the cake was in her mouth, tears in her eyes. She says, I'm coming from the south, Susanna, don't you cry. Oh, Susanna, now don't you cry for me. Come from Alabama with the banjo on my knee. Now soon we'll be in New Orleans, then I'll look around. Last I find Susanna, I will fall upon that ground. If I can never find her, well, I think I'd surely die. Dead and gone and I'm buried deep, Susanna, don't you cry. Oh, Susanna, now don't you cry for me. Come from Alabama with the banjo on my knee. Oh, Susanna, now don't you cry for me. Come from Alabama with the banjo on my knee. Now that song had its debut on September 11th, 1847 at the Eagle Ice Cream Saloon in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I myself have never been to an ice cream saloon, although it sounds lots of fun. He gave this song to a friend of his named William Peters, who published it in 1848 and wound up making $10,000 on it, which is a ridiculous amount of money in those days. All right, so that is probably my favorite Stephen Foster song. I start with the best. All right, next song we have was written in 1850, originally titled Gwine to Run All Night. I don't know if you recognize it from the chorus of it. It's actually now more commonly known as Camptown Races. Another great sing-along song. So if you know it, go ahead and sing along with me. Doo-dah, doo-dah, oh doo-dah day. That's your part. Camptown ladies sing this song. Doo-dah, doo-dah, Camptown racetrack 5 miles long. Oh doo-dah day. Came there with my hat caved in. Doo-dah, doo-dah, go back home with a pocket full of tin. Oh doo-dah day. Gonna run all night, gonna run all day. Bet my money on the bobtail nag, somebody bet on the bay. Long-tailed filly and the big black horse, doo-dah, doo-dah, ride the track and they both cut across. Oh doo-dah day. Blind horse sticking in a big mud hole, doo-dah, doo-dah, can't touch the bottom with a 10-foot pole. Oh doo-dah day. Gonna run all night, I'm gonna run all day. Bet my money on the bobtail nag, somebody bet on the bay. Muley cow I'm on that track. Doo-dah, doo-dah, bobtail fling her over his back. Oh, doo-dah day, riding along like a railroad car. Doo-dah, doo-dah, running a race with a shooting star. Oh, doo-dah day, gonna run all night, I'm gonna run all day. Bet my money on the bobtail nest, somebody bet on the bay. See him flying on 10-mile heat. Doo-dah, doo-dah, round that racetrack, then repeat. Oh, doo-dah day, win my money on the bobtail nag. Doo-dah, doo-dah, keep my money in an old tow bag. Oh, doo-dah day, gonna run all night, I'm gonna run all day. Bet my money on the bobtail nag, somebody bet on the bay. All right, that's a good one. I really like that one. Okay, the next song that we have by Stephen Foster was written in early 1850s, 1853, I'm sorry. It was first performed by the Ed Christie Minstrels. Stephen Foster had an agreement with the Ed Christie Minstrels. He wrote a lot of their songs. They were a traveling minstrel act back in those days, very popular group. This song made Stephen Foster about $1,400, $1,400, which was a good amount of money at that time. You could get a rent for $5 a month and a 3-course meal at a restaurant for 50 cents. So $1,400 would stretch out a long ways. So this song is the official song for the state of Kentucky and is called My Old Kentucky Home, which makes a lot of sense. It'd be silly for that to be the state song of Ohio. Sun shines bright in the old Kentucky home. Summer folks there are gay. Corn pops ripe, meadows in the bloom, while the birds make music all the day. Young folks roll on the little cabin floor, all merry, all happy and bright. By and by, hard time comes a knocking on the door. Then my old Kentucky home, good night. Weep no more, my lady. Oh, weep no more today. We will sing one song for the old Kentucky home, for the old Kentucky home far away. They hunt no more for the possum and the coon on meadows, the hill, and the shore. They sing no more by the glimmer of the moon on the old Kentucky home, for the old Kentucky home, far away. So Stephen Foster actually wrote that song while he was visiting his uncle in Kentucky, and that's where that beautiful sentimental song came from. All right, and I have one more Stephen Foster song that we're going to be singing today. This one is called Old Folks at Home. This was written in 1852. Now these songs, a lot of Stephen Foster songs, and this one in particular, really has a lot of themes of the South in it. But ironically, Stephen Foster had never been to the South at this point in his life. In fact, he'd only been there one time during his honeymoon. He was from the North, but you wouldn't tell that by listening to his music. So this is Old Folks at Home. Some people know it as Way Down Upon the Swanee River. Quite a gorgeous song, if you ask my opinion. Way down upon the Swanee River, far, far away, there's where my heart is turning ever, there's where the old folks stay. All up and down the whole creation, sadly I roam, still longing for the old plantation and for the old folks at home. All the world is sad and dreary everywhere I roam. Oh, people, how my heart grows weary, far from the old folks at home. All around the little farm I wandered when I was young. Then many happy days I squandered, many the songs I sung. When I was playing with my brother, happy was I. Oh, take me to my kind old mother, there let me live and die. All the world is sad and dreary everywhere I roam. Oh, people, how my heart grows weary, far from the old folks at home. One little hut among the bushes, one that I love, still sadly to my memory rushes, no matter where I roam. When shall I see the bees a-humming all around the comb? When shall I hear the banjo strumming down in my good old home? All the world is sad and dreary everywhere I roam. Oh, people, how my heart grows weary, far from the old folks at home. All right, and that was just 4 of Stephen Foster's many, many songs that he wrote. I think he wrote over 200 total songs, and considering that he only lived to be 37 years old, that's fairly prolific, in my opinion. All right, thank you very much. I will see you soon.